All right, let's look busy over here. I just gave myself the giggles. My brother-in-law's dog just had puppies. So in the group chat, my mother-in-law asked for a recent picture, and I sent a selfie because I'm hilarious like that. Nobody's responded. I guess people are at work, but I thought that was funny. The longer my face just sits there unresponded to, though, it's gonna make it worse. My face makes stuff worse too. See what you did there. I see it. Whoops, got myself a little bit of caps lock there. That should work. I've been developing this so long that I've actually forgotten features I've added. I was playing around with the totem object yesterday, and I didn't realize it has interactions that you can do with it. So that's great. Question: are you licensing pre-made music or having it made just for game? I'm having it made custom by Watery Tart. He's romping it. Thanks, past surprise. Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, that's a nice surprise. So basically what it is this kind of spell here, this shockwave spell. If you cast it near the totems, they soak it up and then start doing it themselves. It's pretty badass. Impute effect. Like the camera, well, maybe if I stand up straight you can see me, but the camera is like borderline too high. This green screen's shocking. Wait, what side is that? That side. It's not quite what I had in mind. It's cool, but it's not gonna stay like this. But he does have... Do they get both effects on them? No, that does look just like they're getting sleep, which is fair enough. So basically what we need to do is make sure that only... What does that do? Yeah. It did look cool, but if like every wall behaved like that, it would go nuts almost immediately, so can't have it. So that should only make it once. I'm also thinking this guy, should this guy report as a priority? Just trying to think, maybe not. Wait, no, that's the dummy. That does have to be priority true. What about the minion flying? That's what I'm looking for. Because you're pretty bad currently. I feel so intimate in this stream, we're so close. How about this? A little bit of eyebrow action. Thank you very much for the sub, Kindred. 15 months. That's crazy. Let's get Elderbride hyped about it as well. My camera used to be so far away. Yeah, well, this is because I'm now standing. So it's not, I haven't chosen to put the cam this close, I just currently don't really have a choice. So that's where we're at with that. How are you doing? It was good to see you stream. I don't think you've been streaming much, but if you have, I've missed it as well. New desk? No, I have got a kind of like desk raiser thing that you basically put a desk on your desk, and I've put the monitors on it and stuff like that. So I stand a little bit. I don't stand all day. I've found that actually the best thing is mega slouch. Like basically lying down in my chair is doing the best for my back. 7 AM here and I just woke up actually. Nice, what a way to start the day. Cup of coffee and a hot bit of brage. Alright, let's put you to false. Let me check this out. So I'm hoping the wall should just react once. When I give it its thing. So I did it there. Yeah, that's better. Braj is more like it. I don't drink coffee. How can you not drink coffee? I mean, that's fair. I didn't used to like coffee, but now that I do like coffee, couldn't live without it. I've tried and succeeded in giving it up, but life is just more empty without coffee, I find. Alright, let's see how this minion behaves if he's not giving attack priority. Should be able to get an attack in while it's not doing very well. Come on. You suck, bird. I wish I could like it. It gives me a stomach ache every time I try to drink it. Well, I mean, if it upsets your stomach, then yeah, that's kind of, you know, it's a no-go. So if they're ignoring him, that's not great. Well, no. They did get in there, but that's just because I got out of the way. Oh, great. Car alarm. Never tried coffee. That's pretty mad. How come? So why are they not triggering the projectiles? That's a bit concerning. Well, some of them are. I suspect that keeping them as non-prioritized might be good. Just not really into hot drinks. Fair enough. So dark here today. My green screen's acting up. Oh, he's away already. Didn't know one survived. Yeah, I don't like that. Also, don't want to need all that caffeine. It's good. Once you're hooked, you don't wanna go off it. I guess that's the case with a lot of addictions. I don't know. I think if I want them to be norm priority, it might require like a fundamental change in enemy AI. I'm not sure about. I feel if you get attacked by something, surely that should overwrite the targeting, should it not? Trigger attack. Take damage here. Fundamental change? Nope. If you can't hack it in quickly, it's not worth it. Well, joke's on you, because fundamental change in something that was hacked together quickly is the same thing. Get target on damage, right? So basically it just does that. See, this is the thing here. So I intentionally set this to ignore damage if you do have a target. So I don't know. Oops. Updates. I don't know. I'm just gonna write my thought process here, and if I do decide to go back and change it, then removed requirement not to have a target. The rationale is that if you take damage, your most pressing concern is to retaliate against the source of damage, not to continue on against your old target. So this would mean, I think this makes it harder, because this would mean that enemies will start targeting turrets and stuff like that. But I think that makes sense. I think you as the player are gonna get overpowered otherwise. One time actually, I'm the master of hack job solutions. One time I actually just stuck a boolean in my AI code called hacky sniper hack that just override half the code for one enemy. Nice. Gonna grab breakfast, I'll be back in a few. Cool, see you soon. So basically, these little fellas. Okay. Is he trying? Yeah, they're trying to attack him. Well, then they're going for me, though. So that means that their enemy or target seeking sequence. Relinquish target if it is far away. If distance is greater than vision, then reset the target. Reevaluate the target based on timer. So seek target only every once in a while. We could move this out. Relinquish target if it's far away. Otherwise, we go in here and we try to find proposed target. Would be get closest enemy based on my position. We'll broadcast a target. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna say self-target is not null then. Here. Abort the cancel target seeking if we have a target already and we're not under the influence of persuade. That's not at all the code I wanted. Seek target. So that's only determined by the timer. So we would need either self-target is equal to nil or seek friendlies. Only seek on timer. And if we don't have a target or are under effect of persuade. Something like that should make sense. We'll see how it plays. That's a completely different thing, of course. So there now, with the change in this, the seeking of the target isn't going to get overridden by get to target on damage. So can we, when we take damage, do we get the source? I don't think so, that's a problem. Message ID is damage, then run this stuff. The sender is the damage controller, isn't it? Oh, dearie me. So we do have the sender here. Info.sender. So we do get this from the damage controller, I think. Damage info. No, that doesn't seem to be there. That's weird. Hey Krub, how you doing? Good, ready to defend the world from evil idiots. I don't know what that means, but I'm on board. I'm good, I'm good. I didn't sleep well last night, but actually it's not really affected me today, which is excellent. Well, that said, I'm not understanding why we're not getting this piece of information in the damage. Because that's just not there. And I would think... You have some epic Star Destroyer bridge lighting going on, by the way. What, like my face? It's pretty dark, it's like super cloudy outside. I do have my like indoors lighting, but it's only so much that does. So yeah, my camera, if it's casting cool shadows and lights, then I'm on board. I like it. Maggot, what do you do when you... It sounds like I'm trying to be a drill sergeant, but like exasperated. Maggot, what do you do when you receive a message about damage? You run your own damage function, that's fine. So, they run... So this is for knockback only, basically. So otherwise they run their own damage taking function, which I remember... Well, no, they do run the... By default, they can run their own damage taking function. This might be my rifle, this might be my gun. Who knows? Right, so most of them will just use the generic one, but not all of them. So, still doesn't explain. So what are you issuing when you send this? Now it's going info. Outgoing info includes, it does include a reference to the player. You can see that just there. Outgoing info. because the sword is different from the player, isn't it? So this. Right, so that's the fireball. Okay, that's useless. Okay, that doesn't do what I want it to do. If you want the enemy to go after the damage dealer, that will require some logic, some amendments to damage controller. Logic. Okay. That's fair. It's not ideal, but so essentially, that will mean that the birds don't get targeted. Unless we redefine what priority means. Could do that. So that would be in the enemy controller. Get closest to the enemy, get enemies within range. Right. So that doesn't do anything to. Not in line of sight, distance too great, and closest has priority. Forward. Well, let's just temporarily do that. So if not target priorities, why can't they attack me? Manuscripts 1960. 147. Why is that? So enemy scripts 1960 for some reason you're misbehaving. Self effects is not putting on. That's because the bird can't be persuaded. Does this dude not have information? He does have information. Hey John Mega, how you doing? So when that runs, got a basic switch implemented in my compiler. I don't understand what that means, but that's good. That leads to 1725. Okay, server on damage. Switch case. Oh, I think I know what that is. That's cool. I just don't think I ever use those. Get target. Self 0 true. Okay. Apparently my operators are not working since I'm changing how they work. That makes sense. So then that sends us to 1972, which is get target. So here is equal to self.vision. Oh. Is it that easy? What's that not? Oh yeah, Zora's domain. Big King Zora's gonna move. Never forget. Pac-Man? No. Zora's King? I don't know what it was called. But yeah, I remember that like absolutely killed me when I was a kid. No time for waiting around. Alright, what's your major malfunction now? Why are you stuck in... Did you play Majora's Mask? I played it, never finished it. Really hate myself for that. The Zora King's name was, wait for it, King Zora. I wasn't sure. I assumed so, but I wasn't sure. I really like Majora's Mask. It was so dark. I really enjoyed that actually. Where are you off to, Hen? Is that really the best you could do? You got absolutely romped. Why can they not attack him? Attack the turret. Woofed. Thanks for the clip, Kent. Alright, this is killing me now. So, when the turret takes damage, tell me you're told to take damage as well. You are. King Brash. That's me. So if so basically we just don't want to do that, I think, unless we're friendly. Because what is he trying to do? Attempt to index a Boolean value in 1960. He's trying to... Alright, yeah. Yeah, that's a goner. to expand or just shut it. That didn't do it, but right. Do all of these care? The bloomer, no. Bouncers, no. Rusher, yes. Red wizard, yes. Blue wizard, yes. Purple wizard, yes. Most of them, yes. Key effector, no. Wraith doesn't give a heck. Healer's a no. Spinner. Large Skeleboy. Clock's a no. T-false. It's Emmet. I don't understand what that is. Right. Ooze egg, you are not interested. I would say that if we can, it should be false. That's always going to be better. Gas sack, definitely not. Doesn't even have any AI, I don't think. Same with the barrel and oil. All of these. Well, not all, but most. Especially like the turret, because I understand what happened now. Basically, it already had a variable called self effects. It's danger. Dummy doesn't give a crap. I would say no to these guys because they're quite important. All right, and then oh, one sec. Sorry about that. My wife came home early from work. She almost caught me streaming. There you go. Hello, YouTube Bez. Hide your streaming stash better. Let's try this again. Thank God he didn't get caught streaming, right? What kind of impression would that be? So it does, yeah, mostly they'll pursue me, right? Unless they get close enough and then they'll start going after the tower. I think that seems fair. And then take it out, and that's done. Cool. Alright, that feels better now. You're really pale shit the beach. It's just the lighting, man. Thanks for your concern about my skin color. Also, we don't have sun here. Maybe do a UK type thing and get some orange on your skin. Orange on my screen? You happy now, Bez? You happy now? I think getting caught streaming would warrant a divorce, right? It's like behind me, it makes me look more healthy. So I changed a couple of things here, right? Just wait until Brush discovers the fill tool on Paint. Oh, that would change everything. The screen would get orange so quickly. Pro techniques. Exclusively target priority objects if available. Mode 1. Non-priority targets get their distance multiplied by X to represent priority. Alrighty, so I'm going to move on from that part. Zoop. I think it's this map I want, Rusty Battlefield 2. I'll try and fix this green screen because it's bugging me. I can see it with my own eyes. Is that fixed? Looks better. Anyway, yes, this is where we want to be. So it bugs me that these go off at the same time. I don't want it. Mine own eyes, yep. Heard it here first. Right, so for, I guess, the exploding barrel, that's what it's called, yeah. So do you need a pick to mine them? I like that. I approve. So instead of create explosion, we're gonna trigger explosion. Way too early for me to make dad jokes. You don't know. There might be some little gels running around that you don't know about. Let's just say I'm 100% certain there aren't. Can't come up with anything funny to say to that. Keep the mystery alive. I believe. That needs to be equal to something. Just realized I've got the headphones on both ears. I don't like it. It makes me confused. Wait, you funny? Ouch! Here I'm holding back from roasting ya, and then you just like pow pow. Get me right in the kisser. Can't spread the seed when you ain't done it. You can't be a dad if your face looks too bad. Hey Raul, how you doing? I'm good. That's perfect. What language is that? I'm noob. It is Lua. That one hit too close to home, Raj. You provided the ammunition. But yeah, I think that's way better now that there's a slight delay in the barrels. It's a pretty basic thing, to be honest, but it does make a difference. So we need to go to Rusty Labyrinth. I think it's just the regular labyrinth. I think there's some oil there we could set up to try it. There is. So currently, the way this works, it just looks ugly, basically, but you hit it. It's pretty dope making your own game. It is pretty dope. It also is making you want to end it all. Nah, I'm joking. It is fun. So yeah, currently it will just all set ablaze immediately. Drink milk now. Thank you very much for the follow. It's a good username and good advice. Good afternoon, my scurvy friends. You should take a long walk off a short pier. Java. How you doing? Hello, Big Mac. I'm doing good. What language would you recommend to learn first? I'm getting bored of playing games. Help me out, chat. Like, what's a good starting thing? Like Game Maker? C Sharp. C Sharp would be good if you're like pretty serious about it. Like Unity uses C Sharp, and that's a big one. Wow. C++, no. Not C++, I can tell you that much. You can use that side game as well. That is true. Whatever you do, steer clear of Java. Game making language, not so much. I was just trying to think, like, for a total beginner that doesn't know if they like game dev or not, if the only reason you're doing game dev is because you're bored of playing games, I'm just gonna say it's like better to try something really simple first, and then if you find a secret passion, then yeah, move to something more serious like C Sharp. Why is Java that bad? I'm just ragging on Dr. Javasaurus because he's a big Java fanboy. I don't actually know anything about Java. Stay away from the three fake languages: Java, JavaScript, and Python. That's... Oh yeah, you guys are always bickering about this. Right, Jelmega, you're gonna cause a flame war there. Java's not made for pleb stuff. Like, that's a pretty weak comeback, Java. Learn to code separate from learning to game code, otherwise headache. Yeah, you know, take this stream for example. Fire is true. Crack. What? Don't understand what that is. Windows was looking at using Java, they saw it was crap and made C Sharp. That's pretty weak. Both of y'all's arguments are pretty weak. Yeah, he got snapped back there. If not, then sweet. Hey, how's it going today? Hey, Major Lift, it's going well. How are you? Damage effect, oil depleted. Where does campfire strip? Okay, that's fine. Excuse me, why would you bang band together against me and Lua. I've actually before forgot the answer. Sorry, you made the art, right? No, I don't. No, I didn't roll. I'm working with someone who's made the art. I'm just okay. Easiest way to say what I'm doing is to say what I'm not doing. So I'm not doing the art and I'm not doing the music. Everything else is me. What are you doing though? Everything else, I just said. Look alive, Gemma. Come on. 90% of the ideas come from Cat. You think I'm just doing ideas? Squeeze me? So all you do is combine letters and numbers, don't look that hard. Yep, that's pretty much exactly it. Right, let's see if this works. I've kind of set this up pretty seriously now. God damn it. Top prize running for president confirmed. I'm running for all kinds of things. If not, game pause and self-initialized, which should be run, fire, trigger, self-trigger, fire. Correct. I do make coffee, that's true. In the mornings I get up first and make coffee, usually. 90% of the time. Also, Chris was streaming pretty late last night. Did you watch him? I saw the notification, but I was going to bed. Yeah, so which part of this is boo-booed? If it's just that, then I guess that's weird, but okay. Toronto is bananas today, dudes. What's happening in Toronto? Someone not say sorry? Very low-hanging fruit, and not even good fruit. I'm sorry. Estimated 2 million people attending the NBA Champs celebrations. Woofed. That's pretty hefty. How dare you? I know I should apologize, shouldn't I? Shrap X is raiding. Welcome everybody. 2 hours away and my downtown was nuts on Friday night. Sounded like an hour-long riot. Awesome. Hello Shrap X. How was your stream? What were you doing? Poppy. Welcome. This is what I'm working on. Called Fates of Ort. It's a retro fantasy RPG. And we're currently working on... You've switched to VSC? I have, yes. Hello, Raylaro. Good to see you. Currently working on this kind of oil. I guess it's hard to see, but this oil goes on fire if you hit it with, for instance, a burn spell. So I'm trying to make a delay in the ignition between the different units of oil. So I'm hoping that works now. Pressure's on. Does seem to have worked, yeah. It is a bit slow, actually. I think I want that to be way faster. But why so? People were going nuts for it, and I was skeptical. But then what happened? Something happened with Atom. I can't remember what it was. I think it started lagging or something for no reason. I can't remember. There was some problem with it. So I decided to try VSC out, and it's actually pretty good. There's one thing I'm missing from Atom, but otherwise it's actually better. Like being able to dip into function definitions and stuff across files is pretty cool, and I didn't have that in Atom. Maybe I just didn't have it set up right or something, but in any case, it is really cool, and I'm happy with it now. Especially when I found there's an extension that allows you to use Atom shortcuts. I was like, yes. Hey, Watery Tart, how you doing? Hey, this looks nice. I made use of my own Vec2 in place of the library. Boring stuff. Well, boring stuff is still needed to make things happen. So you're working on a game? Just looking at your page. C++ game dev. Woofed. But yeah, if you are working on the game, please feel free to talk about it. You're so desaturated today. Yeah, well, it's because Glasgow is grey, I think. Or maybe the lighting's set up wrong. I don't know. Going alright, man. Just woke up. How goes it? It goes well. I have made some little kind of quality of life improvements today. I didn't really have much pressing to work on, so I've kind of just improved existing things like this oil, for instance. I'm pretty happy with now. Well, hopefully now that I've tweaked it a little bit. But basically, this should ignite gradually rather than immediately like before, which is pretty cool. Let's try that again. Lua is a very common scripting language used in games, WoW, KSP, and Roblox. That is true. Did someone ask? Alright, let's try this now. Hopefully this works. So it should spread quickly, but not immediately. Yeah, there you go. I think that's better. I don't know if it should be randomized, but it's alright. And I did the same for exploding barrels, which also came out really nice. Actually, I think even better, but Lua is a surprisingly good scripting language, especially when used with LuaJIT. I don't know if it is. I can't remember. I've seen LuaJIT in the manuals, but I don't know if that was to say we don't use it, so I can't actually say. Anyway, these barrels I think are pretty cool now. So rather than all exploding at the same time, they now don't, which just looks cooler. These gas sacks, pretty nifty as well. It's kind of weird that they don't blow away in the wind, but that's just not how this works. Last I heard, LuaJIT has stopped development for quite a while. Quite a few new things have been done by Roblox on Lua front. That's cool. Gas sacks is whoopee cushions. I can see that. So yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know. It might be overkill, but I was thinking maybe there should be a spell that you could spawn for one element, the exploding barrel, for another oil, and for another gas sack. I don't know, but that might be overkill. It was just a thought I had. I think probably will not end up doing that because it'll be a bit annoying. I think I gas all evaporated at the same time. I'm not sure about that. So that spawns gas, poison gas, I guess, yeah. Scope creep, yeah, but not massive scope creep, minor scope creep. God, the bedsheets, jeez, that's gross. I don't like it. Right, anyway, so that's done. But regardless, I'm intending on placing those 3 types of things just randomly around the world to, I don't know, kind of just invite the player to set traps if they need it, or if they want to. Might be cool. Might be something like they kind of have to avoid for yourself as well. That's a weird ass ice cream truck if you can hear it. I think that song originates from like the American Civil War. At least they played it all the time when I watched that Ken Burns documentary on Civil War. Anyway, let's do some mushroom eaters. Get into bed. Eat my ice cream. So I'm trying to think which. I'm basically just gonna steal the behavior from another type of enemy. That's gonna happen. Because these are supposed to be glorified cattle. Okay, that's weird. What language are you using? I'm using something called default. Well, the engine's called default language is Lua. So our second son won't be named Alex. I don't do. Yes! Get in there. The family name lives. Yes. Good job, Java. I am humbled, and I just don't know what to say. I can't believe I had such an impact on you, Java. Did you consider naming him Lua? Because I think that might be even cooler. If you want to stick with Alex, that's fine. It is a lovely name, so. Crab is 35. Lua sounds a bit extreme. I don't know, I'm up for it. Better than Lisp. That kid wouldn't stand a chance. Did I hear Fortran? Not here. Kilts X. Thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing? Are we just saying words now? Flackenschniff? I don't know if I like that crab. What about lizard, but slower? Like way slower. I'm assuming the crab is actually like a modification of the lizard already though, but...
Thank you for being a true Raj.
Ledrolica33, thank you very much for the follow, welcome. Oh, VBA, oh yeah. I'm feeling the lizards just like way slower, basically. Yeah, that one's named wonkily, as we say in the business. So we need to find the graphics for the mushroom eater. That's what we're looking for here. So it's got 12 attack animations, which is the same. It's got fall instead of death. That's all right. Then it's got northeast and whatever. Actually, that doesn't seem to be totally off. So the death won't work. Oh god, I just opened like 40 pictures. That is not what I wanted. Writing down my interfaces to allow operator overloading the compression operators form a nice slope. You're just saying words. That is a nice slope though. Look at them curves. Death goes up to like lots, doesn't it? Yeah, so that one we're just gonna get rid of. So we're gonna replace lizard with mushroom eater. And then I'm gonna replace enemy 11. I don't know why I just mushroom eaters. Let's go keep the good work. See you. I'll see you later, Raul. Have a good one. So that is for idle. It's not bad. Northeast. Okay, that's good. They need to be way slower though. And then we need some deaths. So we're talking 1 through 16 will be 4 each. Should I order takeout? No. Eat healthy. Nah, you know you're gonna, so just do it. You have my blessing. What are you thinking? I haven't had temaki in a while. Oh wow, that was a big neck crack. Default isn't Java, yeah. I wonder how Java feels about that. You want burgers? I'm wondering if I should allow people to overload the spaceship operator. I've never even seen that. That doesn't look real. What about the boobies operator? Doing pretty well on my diet for 3 days. Well, the cheat days is a thing, isn't it? Where's the lizard? Yo. There he is. Name mushroom meter, knockback true, can bleed true, stationary falls, insta kill true, speed should be slow. Vision low. Spaceship operator is like a combination of less than is equal to and greater than. Checks backgrounds, never mind, yeah, that ZBrush software. Wait. Why would you ever need that? If it's so it would return true if it's less than, equal to, or greater than. Doesn't that, to me, who doesn't have a galaxy brain, that looks like it should always return true, unless it's like a different type, basically. Like if you're doing it to like checking a number against a string. Did I tell you I got a bunch of free academic licenses for you? No, no, you didn't, but that's cool. Got my Maya LT and JetBrains writer. Nice. Okay, let's get the mushroom meter there. All this new software has been lost. Oh yeah, if it's too much at the same time, for sure. You can see that. Seems like a good blog post about the spaceship operator. Well, I'm just intrigued because it sounds stupid. I don't even know what an overload is. I feel like I'm starting behind. Three-way comparison operator. It's so called because it is used by comparing two objects and comparing that result to 0. True is true if A is less than B. Okay. True if A is greater than B. Okay. Oh, okay. So it doesn't. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. So do you have to add something else in? You can't just use the spaceship, you have to actually add one of these bits at the end? Yeah, no, thank you. I'm done there. So I need to add operator overloading allows you to have your own operators for your own type, for example, allowing to define plus for a vector type or things like that. I see, I see. So we need to add the factory to here. You sure you missed C++? What are you sorry? So you could have vec2 plus vec2 instead of vec2 dot add vec2. Or just Lua. Just Lua. Don't worry about it. Have you drawn the graphics yourself or do you have an artist? I have an artist I'm working with. This question comes like every 7 minutes on average. No, it's been a lot today. Usually it's what engine are you using, that's the most common one. What game engine are you using a framing? I see what you did there. Well, I'm gonna answer anyway. I see what you did there. If you would define a spaceship operator, all of those would be defined for you. Or just use Lua. I do like blowing up barrels like that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like barrel blow up. Get shaped hippie also good. How dare you? How very dare you? I'm going to ban you. Also, good morning. I'm going to take a very brief break. I'll be back in a moment. I'm just going to shave. I'm back. I didn't shave. Because I'm my own man. I did lie. I should teach you a lesson about trust, maybe? So we're doing this guy. Is this guy blue, I think? Can't tell if that's blue or purple. Is it the Twitch Knight? I'm gonna say purple mostly. I'm gonna say purple. By the way, on a serious note, people probably already have asked you though, but have you checked out Godot and what's your opinion on it? I have heard good things about it, but I haven't checked it out myself, no. I'm interested in it, but I haven't looked at it. Is the dress blue or gold? I understood that reference. Good meanie. Lesson learned, do not trust a barrage, not even if they're the topmost barrage. That is a good lesson learned. Stale memes. Blue? No, it was not. It was definitely gold. I don't understand how anyone could see it as blue. I wasn't even close to seeing that. I'll just actually Photoshop 2 images and had them spread 50-50. That'd be pretty funny. Sometime we're starting a debate on that old thing again. Find out how much 2014 sucked ass. Did anyone here enjoy 2014? What did I do in 2014? 2014 was pretty rough at times, I will have to admit that. I hadn't met Kat, so that sucked. I was working in audit, so that sucked. How close to completion is the game? It's some time left. I'm hoping early 2020, but I don't know. Yanni and Laurel thing just sounded weird since phonetically they're pretty much the same, just different treatment. They don't seem the same. What? Let's see what's on here. Just worked faster, no big deal. 6 months to go? Well, no, that would be very early in 2020. I'm thinking a bit later than that. Is there a reason why you moved from Sweden to Scotland? Was that just where your accounting job was? I moved to university and I just stayed afterwards. I got a job after. Asking a dev when their game will be done is like asking someone their weight, generally frowned upon. Thanks, crew, for sticking up for me. He eats sweets, the racist. I was fat, had a breakup, and was just out of high school, so I had to navigate through not knowing what I wanted to do. Well, on the bright side, at least you've been out of high school now for some while, and I guess you haven't had a breakup recently, so that's good. That's way too harsh. I'm not calling you fat. Hey, Frosty. That's 2_walking_. That's fun. Of course. How dare you call someone fat? I didn't call him fat, I implied it. I hate when people ask me when a project will be done and the short term would be much more annoying for a full game. It's not annoying, it's on me. I'll have you know I modeled for a brief period in 2015. That is true. Water retard was the before picture for all kinds of surgical procedures. I don't know why I'm ragging on you. Project will be done once the project is released, and the project will be released when the project is done. The project won't even be done when it's released. Are you able to maintain yourself with indie dev? I guess your previous employer had an accounting mistake on your benefit. Yeah, I just embezzled my way into financial freedom. Mostly the reason I can support myself is because I've got a lovely, supportive wife. In your games added to immigrants that you integrate androids. Yeah, and some of them, yeah. You're not my real dad, chat. I feel like you're Twitch dad. Water retard. All those questions. It's good. A little bit of engagement. Why not? Basic attack. Thought you needed Flash to integrate the Flash advert, or can you do it in any game engine / framework? Wait, what? Well, my Flash. Well, I'm not working in Flash anymore. I did back in the day, but that's been like 5 years since. The water retard story. Even I know it now. So then it's only die, basically. That's not fixed. That's cool. That is as it should be. Guess Autobrage is the bride now. He might be Braj, but he is Topbrush. That is me. His shadow band is all downside, he can't see our chats. Upside, we can chat amongst ourselves in our elitist club. Or I'm the only one that can see your chat and you're all just talking to yourself. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't, because you can see it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you ain't gonna fool me again. We're all just manifestations of ourselves. If we're not talking to each other, who are we really talking to? What are you working on at the moment? Just adding a couple of new enemies. Mostly they're just reskins, so I'm just kind of applying different... Well, I'm just applying the same stuff, just different skins. No, my son was born in 2015, so yes, I like 2015 was good. 2015 is that what I meant, Cat? I think it is. Yeah, it is. So yeah, 2015 was very good. You're just saying that you can't be fooled since you can easily be fooled. You're trying to convince me that I can be easily fooled, but I won't be fooled. You only met Cat 4 years ago. Indeed. Not even. Less than 4 years. Technically, we're all living in a computer simulation, so everything is relevant since you all don't really exist in my world. That is a source of comfort for me. Are your eyes red? Have you been hitting the jazz cabbage again? Not enough. Did you know we can predict whether Schrodinger's cat will be dead or alive? Is that depending on how long you've kept it in the box? So, I agree. Did so much stuff in 2015. Played shows, did some acting stuff, almost went to uni for screenwriting, got into programming. Wild times. Sounds cool. Is that where, because like your Bandcamp had like pictures and stuff of you playing gigs. Is that when that happened? Am I fooling you or not? Tell me. That one time at Bandcamp? Is that why Chris needed the word needed the X-ray? Right, night me up, baby. I don't know what the purple night should be, I guess maybe faster? They can be like high in resistance, but I'm just gonna mess around with this. It's always the good boys that get roasted. That is true. I can't remember if I've added enough here to make this work. We're just gonna YOLO this. No, that did not work. I roasted Braj a bit, but is he really a good boy? I'm the goodest boy. Ah. Sad. Oh, I didn't add it to the map dictionary, that's it. There you go. That looks pretty neat to me. He's fast. He lost me there. He's not very perceptive, but once he gets you, you're in trouble. Deep doo-doo. So he is life there. So life is really good against mind, I think. Yeah. It is a dwarven power. That's a bit janky. I do like it. Right. So that's basically the purple knight, I think. How do you feel about audio programming? What do you mean by audio programming? I feel like working with sounds is pretty tricky. It's harder than it seems it should be, if that makes sense. Implementing sound into games. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm getting like lots of progress on the sounds actually. Like I've added lots of sounds this weekend, which was really cool. Hello, Inner Harmony. I'm good. Are you? Find sound pretty trivial to implement. It's making / gathering the sound effects themselves that's a huge pain in the butt. I always end up leaving it till last. I swear I won't do it again, but I do anyway. Yeah, I mean, sound effect design is really tough. I've got a mixture of free ones and a bot pack. I actually have designed a couple of monster growls already for the game, and I'm kind of happy with them. You're looking a little sick. You okay? I always find that a weird thing to say, because either is that like caring when people say that? Because either I'm like fine, in which case now I've just been called out for looking bad, or I am sick, in which case it doesn't do anything. Anyway, I'm not calling it out specifically. I'm good. It's the lighting that makes me look grey, basically. I think it generally means pale. I know, but it's a weird one. It's like people say that to women when they don't wear makeup, which they like take offense to. I'd like to figure out a way to raycast audio sources to see if something's covering them and applying filters accordingly. Yeah, that sounds pretty tricky. Do you use freesound.org? No, I don't. I really probably should, actually. Sound is not so trivial to implement on the NES. Know this because I'm a streamer. I don't think anything is trivial to implement on the NES. Sorry, didn't want to embarrass you. I shouldn't have went on a rant, because it's got like nothing to do with you. It's just a thing. I've just never actually like talked about it. I just think it's an odd question. Anyway, yeah, if you're doing that kind of sound work, watery tart, then yes, that does sound tricky. And yeah, the coloring, the light today is really awful. It's absolutely miserable outside, so I'm standing right next to a window. So usually I get a lot of natural light in when I stream. So, but yeah, my camera is desaturated to help the green screen work. If I saturate the colors up, it doesn't work so nice. Maybe I've set it up wrong. You say miserable, but you like it, watery tart, you weirdo. It's flipping bright and sunny here. Well, good for you, Cariax. That's because you're in the UK, right? Yeah, well, it has been really bad so far this summer. In a sense, Northern Europeans can always look sick because they're the whitest. Yeah. And see, when I kind of block the light, it does make me look more alive. It's weird. It's actually really well. Yeah, you like it. Yeah, weirdo. I see it, definitely the light. Yeah, I'm not dying. Might not clearly see the veins in my arms. Well, yeah, me too. I've got popping veins. Paler than the glass of milk. That is attractive. Right, I'm gonna wrap it up here, but I'm trying to find someone to raid. Looking a bit tricky. I was gonna raid Indie Horror Dev, but doesn't seem to be doing anything. Is AFK? Oh no, is back. Okay, let's do that then. I don't think I've raided this person before, so let's check him out. Yeah, so I'm planning on streaming again tomorrow, unless something comes up. So if you're around, then see you then. Adam/Siege. Yeah, I've raided him a couple of times recently. I'm gonna raid this Indie Horror Dev person because I haven't met them before. So. Nobody Europeans, screw Pigment. Nobody, nothing. European, screw Pigment, we don't need it. I get it. I get the meme format. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you to Kindred for the sub, 15 months in total. That's pretty crazy. And thank you to ShrapX for the raid. That's awesome. And thank you to you all for hanging out with me and making this a pleasurable experience, which is what she said. So yeah, see you later, guys.